you said, Tony almost certainly going to be the captain, but Krull usually...
This level of, just veterans here is just an absolute great position for him. You can see him on the Reza, one of probably his favorite top lane heroes, at least so far in the preseason.
And, we talked about sometimes when you have a player who doesn't have the same level of experience, being able to get some help. This is a great team to be on to get that help and advice. They're going to be helping to keep his head cool. And right now, keeping a cool head as he dives on in, looking for a kill. They're trying to take down PvP Warrior, but he is durable. He's surviving for now. Looks like it is going to be everyone getting away status, the one that's most worst for wear. But I don't think anyone is going to be falling, at least not yet. Wrecked now is going to be the target, but he's got himself that healing flask to keep himself in not necessarily fighting shape, but at least not falling. Now the rotation, here comes Iraqi Zoro coming from the mid lane to try and help out his teammates. They have a lot of damage with those glimmer shots. One more might find a kill. He's going to get one. First blood, Iraqi Zoro on the Kestrel.
Than we saw in Europe. They aren't clashing necessarily over objectives in the jungle. They are going through trying to get their own and then lane presence, right? There's a lot more aggression, maybe a few more minutes later in the lane. We are starting to see the engagement here in the jungle.
Lightning T saw the opportunity to try and steal away some jungle camps. He did get some of those monsters, but now he's going to be in trouble. He uses the Drifting Dark, trying to get the sustain. Look at how much health he is healing for as he finds one kill. Great play by Lightning T. There's a reason why this guy is one of the top players. I think it was the right call to make. You don't want to go chasing kills because if Iraqi Zoro's there, it's a hypothetical situation of do they get that kill? If they don't, all of a sudden now Iraqi Zoro is wasted even more time, and you don't want to be put in that situation.
As you guys saw just a few seconds ago, the Ghost Wing has landed, so these engagements now are even more critical, and here's one taking place.
Nice taunt, going to be pulling back the Batiste, but the Fearsome Shade will keep him safe for now. He's got some sustain built into that kit as well. He's going to take down status on the Krull. Meanwhile, Neon Fire able to output a good amount of damage. There's a huge amount of sustain in that lane between a Batiste and an Adagio.
Yeah, absolutely, and that is something that we're seeing the Mixed play right now. He is going that weapon path. We saw how effective that was in the Europe matchups earlier today, that when he gets that Sorrow Blade build. And right now, Mixie deciding to not just build a full array of weapon items, does build some defense because he's been dealing with a lot of pressure, and that's why putting pressure on your lane matters, because it forces your opponent to kind of react to it, and sometimes that reaction can actually force them down a build path that's not going to be as potent as quickly.
Yeah, and that's definitely a big thing. We talk about the item spikes all the time. If you get your first tier 3 item while your opponent had to buy a tier 1 or tier 2 defense, they're not going to be there as quick. Status looking to make up for that play down bottom. He goes on to PvP Warrior, but PvP Warrior with that Black Feather Rose offensive out of danger and gets himself to safety. Now we see Wrecked just trying to harass Lightning T, trying to body block for Iraqi Zoro, make sure he doesn't take as much damage, but just two hits from Malice and Verdict, and Iraqi Zoro was almost taken out. But this is a nice movement from PECO and Status, going and clearing out that Gold Oak. I mentioned in Europe, I want to see, and Iraqi Zoro was almost taken out. But this is a nice movement from PECO and Status, going and clearing out that Gold Oak. I mentioned in Europe, I want to see more teams contesting the Gold Oak because it just gives such a good chunk of gold early on. It can get you to those power spikes just that much earlier than your opponents. Lightning T, he's in trouble though. That's going to be PECO with the detonation, finding the damage there.
So much sustain.
He is so strong.
I think he goes down now.
He's very likely to go down, but is he going to take someone with him is the question. Wrecked gets the heal off and keeps his teammates safe as well. PECO will end up falling, not PECO, PECO will get the kill on the Lyra. So great job there by Slimy Salamanders to pick up those kills.
And he races right up to the top lane to contest PvP, who is pushing his lane up. Good job. Status.
Another from Hell's Heart comes out, connects. This time PvP Warrior, he used the Rose Offensive again, but PECO was waiting for him. Excellent positioning by PECO to be on the side. Both sides are doing a great job of positioning themselves to be able to defend their turrets, although Invulnerable going to be under trouble again, but PvP Warriors just made his way back, and he is looking for vengeance. He finds the kill on to the Krull. Status.
He is building a little bit extra weapon defense with that armor.
Yeah, and it's been a very even game thus far through the first 10 minutes. You see the gold is very close, only about 2,000 separating them. Bada Bing going to knock Lightning T to the other side right into a From Hell's Heart. That is how you combo some abilities, and Status will find that kill. Looking to chase through another one. They don't quite take out Pool on this Lyra. So it is just going to be the one kill, but that is all that they need to go start up this Ghostwing. Obviously, Kroll still one of the best neutral objective takers in the game.
Well, we were talking about it during the stream earlier in Europe. The timing and positioning of the bada booms are so critical, and teams, I think, just need to kind of learn it out. It looks like Sloppy Salamanders have found at least some really great use cases for it where it's complete to their
teams. So that's one of the things that really is going to start to bring more action to this game. It's not really been, it hasn't been a stale game by any stretch. Just all the fighting has been in the jungle. There really hasn't been any push onto these turrets, although right now PECO, he's going to have the escape because the minions are underneath that turret, but the rest of the team, that's a big from Hell's. He gets blocked. Doesn't matter. They find the kill onto Batiste, and now they're diving back on in. Rekt and PECO underneath this turret looking for kills. They have Lightning T and Pool so low. Here comes Mixi on the Idris. Throws out the Chakram. It's a weapon Idris, so the Chakram isn't as effective. And now he's got to run from out underneath these turrets. Neon Fire rotates up as well. A little late to the party, but the party's still rocking.
Pool's
as the Kawhi is going to do. Rekt is so healthy. Diving on in. Lightning T will be the next target. They're going to be looking now to clean up PvP Warrior, Neon Fire, the next targets, but they're going to get just a little further away than what Slimy Salamanders want to chase when they could just go for these turrets. That's exactly what they're going to do. Grab a turret, and now, hey, they stuck around a little bit too long. They're going to pay for it with 1, maybe 2 deaths here as they avoid the active camo. Find the kill on Duraki Zoro, but a great job by Slimy Salamanders grabbing.
Over to Vision. Yeah, it looks like they won't be able to contest that. Instead, moving down to the bottom. The synergy
from Hell's Heart. These have been coming out fast and furious from Status. Pretty much on cooldown. He's throwing these out. Nice ultimate from Neon Fire, getting the fortified health under the turret, along with the stun. Mixi is going to get punished. A great return by Neon Fire. Lightning T and Pool rotating down in time to help secure that kill. And now, with 3 members in this bottom lane, Vision could try and look to make a push here.
Couldn't block that Verse of Judgment, gets stunned up. That's one of the challenges in the early game. You don't have a reflex block built yet, or maybe you've burned it. So that's going to be something that I think Mixi's going to purchase here very soon as we take a look at the economy of his build so far. Again, building a lot of that defense, going with the Tension Bow, paired up with this Sorrow Blade. Again, kind of pairing up Burst with Sustain. It's an interesting combination. Does also give him some additional upfront heal when that procs, you get that extra life steal.
And it's also about the armor pierce, too, that you're going to get. Ghostwing very close to being captured. And it looks like, actually, all of a sudden, Vision going to give up on that one. Ghostwing is still very low, but the fight is on. Pool is extremely hurt here, but so is Status as he dives in. But they find the kill onto Lightning T. That's a big one to take down first. It looks like Status still going to be staying alive with that sustain, running rampant on a Kroll. They find a couple more kills. Does Slimy Salamanders as we hit the 15-minute mark, but Ghostwing was still super low. Nobody actually captured it. They let the Ghostwing reset because they were so focused on that fight.
Absolutely. Real challenge. I actually think Pool, he was so low at the start of the fight. I feel like he's trying to bait in Slimy Salamander to a fight they thought they could potentially win. But right now, Slimy Salamanders is just too strong. You know, they're higher, they have more gold, they have the better itemization right now, just a little bit. And that fight didn't go their way, and now Ghostwing.
I wouldn't say that they're too strong. It was really that they were able to take down Lightning T right off the bat.
Sure.
That was what was crucial there. If Lightning T stays alive a little bit longer, another Ballison verdict from Ed, having to use the ultimate to get over the wall and get out of harm's way. But this is where the vision starts to come into play. We talk about vision control a lot. There is a scout cam in the pit for the side of Vision, so they know that this is going on. They know that Black Claw has been started. They're rotating over now. They're looking to try and catch someone out. PECO is going to dive on in very deep, very aggressive from Hell's Heart. Does not connect, but it doesn't matter. They get the kill onto Pool. He was isolated from the rest of his team. Nobody followed that arcane passage on in, and that could be devastating. Rekt is still so healthy on this Tony. Status is as well. He's going to start charging back into the team. Nice job with the bottom wing, although that really just kind of disengaged the fight a little bit. It doesn't matter. It did enough damage for them to find these kills. That is a ridiculous call for PECO on the Reza, and with all those kills, they can now safely go for the Black Claw.
They might need to think about putting some vision down. We're seeing no vision placed anywhere around the pit. I don't think you're going to see Blackfeather try to contest this, but he has the opportunity. Well, he is considering it now.
Yeah, he's thinking about it. I mean, you can dive over the wall and get out if you have 2 charges. No longer has any charges of the Rose offensive, though, so no steal attempt going to be really coming through. He's still trying to 1v1 PECO. He's going to go low, takes a one shot, but we'll get the is being taken. And now members of Slimy Salamanders, they're going to shove top. They say, you know what, we'll let Black Claw push essentially on its own in the mid lane while we go take another lane worth of
easy
turrets.
Split push.
Very, very easy split push. Having an extra player makes you able to do these split pushes pretty effectively, and that's what the Black Claw provides. But now the fight is on. Nice Nether Form detonation right in the middle of the team. That's going to be Iraqi Zoro going very low, but they can't kill him, and that's trouble, as now Kestrel will be able to fire off a lot of damage. They're going to be losing PvP Warrior. They still have Lightning T up, but he's no longer in the Drifting Dark. The damage from the Vein Crystal is helping them take down Status, and they do finally get another kill on the board. It has been a while since we had Vision pick up a kill.
No, that was really, really big play. Neon Fire with a Verse of Judgment.
Haven't had a chance to have been taken out.
So are you saying that there's no glimmer of hope for Vision? I mean, they definitely have a win scenario. I mean, as long as you keep your armories up and healthy, you can start to come back into a fight and turn it around.
Yeah, it's really going to require a pick, but that's not the kind of pick they're hoping for. That is Lightning T taking a ton of damage. However, he's still able to stay alive, stays in that Drifting Dark. He's still eating damage. Status trying to chase him down. Can they get the kill? They do take out Kroll. Lightning T still healing, still surviving, but Iraqi Zoro is still healthy on the back line as well. He has the active camo down, can find a big double stun, and that's going to take down the Batiste. One shot, one kill, nearly drops his opponent. That's PvP Warrior Lightning T so close, but they still find a kill. They're trying to look for the PECO, but PECO, Nether Form detonation out to safety. No Vision again from the side of Vision there. They do get a scout cam down now that would have been able to help them find a kill, but they're still so low. Iraqi Zoro, full health still, another one shot. Not going to go connect this time, but they could look to chase it down. Mixi, got to be careful. Neon Fire will get back to base, but Pool, if he gets caught here, Pool gets spotted, he's going to get taken down almost certainly. You got to figure, but Iraqi Zoro, he doesn't get close enough. He's going to try and hit him over the wall. Doesn't hit there either, so the chase is on, but here comes Status onto PvP Warrior. That's pretty much been his target all game long. This fight has been just lasting for so
boots to come
long.
In there.
Teleport boots on in. One shot will connect, doesn't do that much damage because it hits the Batiste. Now PvP Warrior gets over the wall. Verse of Judgment to keep them at bay, and finally this fight will subside.
It's so crazy to see how effective Verse of Judgment can be. What used to be an easy block is no longer, because you have so many other things to block. You have so many other abilities. You've got the Baptiste Fearsome Shade. You've got, you know, all of that damage coming out. The Oblivion. It's just so much that you have to block that now all of a sudden there's a scenario where teams don't have that reflex. They have to actually disengage in.
That's going to be Rex trying to run interference as Black Claw is being taken, but it's not the numbers advantage not in favor of Slimy Salamanders. They're still looking for the kills. The Lightning T going to be healing right back on up. PvP Warrior is low. They get the kill onto PECO. He's been very slippery, but they also take down PvP Warrior on the other side. Now it's a 4-on-4 fight. Things are pretty even, but they drop Batiste. Batiste has not had the level of impact that they really need, but Vision, so much AoE. Lightning T so close to finding a couple kills. Iraqi Zoro still somehow alive, playing Ring Around the Rosie with the portals. They end up taking down the Idris. Now they're going to chase after Status. Iraqi Zoro doing what he can, has the Glimmer shot down onto the active camo, finds a triple stun, finds a one shot. Lightning T and Neon Fire still pretty healthy though, so Iraqi Zoro really can't get in onto this fight. And he wants to try and pick them off. Active camo down, doesn't get a stun opportunity. There's the one from Hell's Heart that will connect onto Neon Fire. They're trying to find Iraqi Zoro, but he is just kiting them around in circles, playing games with them. Lightning T does not get the body block from Neon Fire, and he will fall. Iraqi Zoro having an immense game here. He's going to be going one-on-one against Neon Fire, but Neon Fire still has some damage. You got to be careful about going that close.
Risky
call. As soon as he disappears, Neon Fire backs away. He does not want to get caught in that active camo.
Iraqi is back, man. Like, look at that guy. Just the Glimmer shots and one shots have been on point the entire game.
He's been absolutely on fire this game, and it has not missed a step whatsoever.
Not at all, not at all. One shot's been tearing through. I mean, just those alone have been such a huge factor. Now they've opened up that fight. Lightning T's been playing phenomenal, and the sustain he's gotten the Samuel, it's been great, but you know what? These fights go really, really long, and they're just starting to lose. One trade here, one trade there, opens up the map.
Another Ghost Wing getting captured for Slimy Salamanders, their third or
shots been tearing through. I mean, just those alone have been such a huge factor. Now they've opened up that fight. Lightning T's been playing phenomenal, and the sustain he's gotten the Samuel, it's been great, but you know what? These fights go really, really long, and they're just starting to lose. One trade here, one trade there, opens up the map.
and just shoved down the wave, so they need to be careful.
Thankfully, their top lane is pushed up pretty high, but look at the bot lane. As you see PECO there pushing
PECO's
down.
split pushing. He's trying to keep them from being able to commit to that Black Claw. They need to go now, and they're going on in with the Arcane Passage. They're trying to get on the Raki Zoro. They finally get him down right off the bat. This could be huge. They are trying to kite away now. You see Lightning T recalling to deal with the base. Wrecked is going to go low as he gets targeted, stunned up. The 4 members on 1. PECO is in the base with Lightning T trying to defend. They have to back off. They can't commit to this fight. The armory is destroyed. PECO is taking that down. Lightning T doing what he can. Oblivion gets dodged out. Excellent job there by PECO. He's still working on another armory. Meanwhile, in the mid lane, the rest of the fight, the teleport boots out of the base by PECO to survive. Excellent play. What a call from PECO to get out of there. The rest of his team, though, not having just as much luck in this mid lane fight. It's 4-on-3, now 4-on-2, as Vision Gaming, a phenomenal defense effort here when it matters the most.
Yeah, really great job. I mean, honestly, Slimy Salamanders walk away with a huge win on that, but they do leave themselves exposed here. I still think this is risky for Vision. You've still got a lot of steal potential coming out of Slimy Salamanders.
They just respawned, though. They have a lot of time to work on this before they have to worry about it. PECO trying to make a little sneaky play through the backside. They really just have to worry about the one shot, which you can body block easily. You know the angle it's going to be coming from. Status is going to try and get in there, but it's a little too late. They get Black Claw. This could be huge for Vision. Lightning T is in the base, clearing out minions. They're going to have to just be careful that they don't overcommit to a fight. If they lose a fight here, they lose the game.
Yeah, I mean, big thing there is the lack of vision that around that pit, that they just couldn't see how the health bar was for that Black Claw. Also, they've got no vision currently in the enemy's base. The Slimy Salamanders do not. So they can't do a backdoor right now. They can't do one of those cheeky teleport into the
those teleport
back
boots are going to be on cooldown for a long time still,
true.
too. Black Claw's going to take one turret, but here comes Slimy Salamanders trying to engage the other form detonations on multiple targets, but PECO's all alone. He almost takes down Pool. Pool will fall. Down. That is crucial. But PECO is still alive. He has played out of his mind as well, and this looks like Slimy Salamanders, they find another kill onto Batiste, isolating him. Neon Fire is very low, but they find a kill onto Mixi. As one shot, one kill will come through. Will find another kill for Slimy Salamanders with 3 members dead. This should be enough for them to close it out unless PvP Warrior and Lightning T play out of their minds, but Lightning T is down as well. It's all on PvP Warrior's shoulders, and he has no escapes remaining. A triple kill for PECO. That's gonna do it. The armory is destroyed. The Vein Crystal is the target. And what a game. 26.5 minutes. Slimy Salamanders will pick up the victory in their first preseason game.
Our longest match of the week.
Absolutely incredible. I mean, players stepping up. Raki Zoro and PECO, one of the longest standing players in Vainglory and one of the newest players.